is your moment. Don't tell me how bad you want it. Prove to yourself how bad you want it. Don't let nothing stop you. Don't let nothing get in your way. Every day you wake up, every day you breathe, you should be improving yourself. You should be taking steps to reach your destiny. Don't let nothing stop you. It's your moment. It's your time. How bad do you want it? Do you want it?
Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's your man Mike Bowens coming to you once again, live and direct from Unleashing the Creativity Within You. I got a bomb message for you this morning, this afternoon, this evening, whatever time you're watching this, wherever in the world you're watching this. Now, this message is called Consumer Driven versus Producer Driven. Consumer Driven versus Producer Driven. Like, I want to ask this question. I just want to jump right into it. When is the last time, and I'm not talking about anybody else, I'm talking about you, that you created something so that other people could enjoy it? I'm not talking about you at home cooking a meal for your family. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a product, a service that you created so that other people could enjoy it and you actually reap the financial benefits from it, right? People in the world, not just America, but people in the world in general are consumer driven, meaning anything that comes out on the market that appears hot, the newest Samsung phone or the new iPhone or the new gadget, whatever, the new watches, Apple watches. I remember for years everybody had the watches, and then cell phones started becoming prominent. Remember the cell phones used to be big and bulky? The flip phone, the big one you carry, and it looked like a tank on your shoulder. Then everybody had the watches, right? So people started getting rid of the watches, and then as the phones began to get sleeker and smaller and more compact, people started carrying the phones. Now you got the watches coming back that you can talk on them, you can see yourself on it, you can do FaceTime. You know, the list goes on and on. Now people are getting rid of cell phones and now keeping the watches again. My question is, the technological society, what I love about them is they don't stop creating. They keep creating new laptops, new computers, new watches, new phones, right? My question is, when have you created something that made people want to watch or do or buy what it is that you're producing and putting out there? Because if you're only consumer minded, that means you're taking all of your resources constantly and giving it out and giving it out and giving it out. Never getting the payback. You understand? Never creating something that people want to purchase. See, God made you in His image. He made you to be a creator. Everything that you see before you, the earth, the sky, the rivers, the oceans, the seas, the ground, the mountains, the trees, He created it. And He gave us the ability to create that which is in our mind to manifest into reality. And so if you're only a person who constantly, see, this is the problem, and I'm gonna go deep here for a second, but this is the problem with a lot of people who constantly say, I can't find a job. Nobody will hire me. Because you know why? They're consumer driven. And by that I mean, when you are producer driven, if no one will hire you, you will figure that you will hire yourself, because you will create which is not there, so that a demand can be, so you can supply a demand that people may want in the future. You're not going to sit around and wait and say nobody's going to hire me. You're going to figure out a way to hire yourself because you are creative, right? So instead of outside, remember the what is it, the Wall Street, Occupy Wall Street, where everybody's walking around with the picket signs. They gotta hire us, give us higher wages. And I'm not trying to be sarcastic, I'm not trying to be funny, but those people up in the top, those business owners, those rich people, they laughing. They sit in the booth laughing like how can you demand these people, though they're getting paid outrageous amount of money, how can you demand them to pay you more when it's their company? Think about that for a second. Can somebody come into your house and say, I demand, can your contractors, right? You're paying them, right? So technically they're independent contractors, but they're kind of your employees for that moment because you're working with them. So say they come into your house like, listen, I demand that you paint your walls yellow. And you're like, I don't want yellow, I want gray. I demand that you paint it. And then they marching outside your house. I demand that you paint it gray. I demand that you paint it yellow. I demand that you paint it yellow. I demand. And you're like, wait a minute, this is crazy. This is my house. That's the same thing. And I feel like people need to look within themselves, right? And say, you know what? I need to start producing what it is that's inside of me. I know so many gifted people who have talents out of this world, but they won't use them for the safety or security of in their minds, of a paycheck. I'm not telling you quit your job. In fact, keep that job while you work on producing something from out of your spirit on a regular basis. While you work on producing your dream on a regular basis. While you work on producing that side business on a regular basis. While you work on buying that rental property on a regular basis. Keep your job while you work on your dream. But don't just keep the job and not work on your dream. The gifts that God put inside of you need to manifest. They need to come out. I know so many people that can cook. You taste their food, you're like, oh my gosh. So many people that can sew, but they won't do it. So many people, I met this lady the other day at the register. I was buying groceries and she had everybody in line cracking up. Nice Italian lady. She wasn't trying to be funny, she just was. She was a natural. And I was like, oh my goodness, lady, you're in the wrong field. You need to be a stand-up comedian. She's like, oh no, I'm too old for that now. See, we talk ourselves out of before we ever get a chance to ponder and think and reflect what it is that's being said to us. We're so used to being self-critical of ourselves that when somebody says something to you positive, you don't take it in. And that's a habit that must be broken. Listen to what's being said to you before you say, no, I can't do that. Somebody said, man, you got a beautiful voice. You ever thought about recording an album? No, I can't do that. I'm just, no. What are you talking about? No. So many people, no, I just don't like the way I sound. Oh, no, I don't like the way I look. Oh, no. Somebody else does hair better than me. Nobody said all that. Everybody, the only thing we said was take your gifts, take your talents, and begin to produce what is that's inside of you so that other people in the world may benefit from what it is that you do. Get rid of the negative stinking thinking and stay positive and full of faith. Not saying you gotta leap buildings in a single bound. Not saying you gotta be Superman. Not saying you gotta run faster than a locomotive train like Superman. But I'm saying you do need to take steps towards realizing your full potential. And if you don't ever use the gifts that God has given you, watch this, you will never realize your true and full potential. Whether it's fear holding you back, negativity holds you back, negative thought patterns that hold you back, or words that people have spoken to you years ago over your life that you believe that don't line up with God's word about who you are, will stop you from reaching your destiny if you don't change the mind. Reprogram your mind to think how God said you should think. That you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. That you're the head and not the tail. That you're blessed when you come, you're blessed when you go. Everything you put your hands to shall prosper and be blessed. As you follow God, He opens up those doors for you when you believe that. And the question is, do you believe that you can produce more than you can just consume? We need more producers in this world. Right? So I just want to encourage somebody out there today. Anywhere in the world or what time you're watching this, what is it that you can produce to society, right? So that you can be a blessing to this earth and to this world. This is your man, Mike Bowens. And I'm signing off. And until next time, be blessed.